What up? So I want to go over this shot real quick. I got my camera set up right here on this kitchen. You see right here. Got everything dialed in how I want it. Right. Got my flash is turned off right now. I only got one flash set up over there. Big softbox. And I just kind of want to show you how the flash works. So right now I have the flash turned off. It's at 20th of a second, F11, 640. I'm gonna get decent noise on this. My noise isn't gonna be a problem. I'm not really worried about it. At 640, it's good. So I don't really have to change anything but the shutter speed going forward through this whole shot. So I'm gonna take a shot. Boom. Now you see it pull up. There we go. That's a decent ambient right there. It's pretty close, but the windows are a little popped or blown out, and then you can kind of see the scene is a little bit hot in these areas with some color cast. The windows are blown out. We're kind of, it's pretty close, but I just want to be able to get a little bit more drama, a little bit more control on it, right? So now I'm going to go straight to my sync speed. Right now I can, see. I'm going to start off at 2/50th, okay? 2/50th of a second is my fastest sync speed I can do while using an electronic shutter. So I'm going to go back to live view. Let's go live view. You can see now the windows are controlled, right? You can see out there it's kind of cloudy outside. You can't really tell, but either way. So I'm going to turn my flash back on. All right. So I'm at a quarter. Looks like I'm at a quarter power here. Let's just start right there, simple. Quarter power. Here's the live view. Take a shot. Flash pops. There we go. Windows are controlled. The flash is set up kind of to mimic that light coming from the window over there. As you can see, the shadow play is pretty close. I got it turned a certain way to avoid glare on this window. This windowsill here is just out of frame. You can see it there. So that's right on the edge. I got the softbox turned kind of more towards the chairs than into the kitchen, right? So I can avoid a little bit of that spill. But now you can see what we're gonna do here. I'm not gonna change the flash power at all. I wanna brighten the windows up. So I'm gonna drop it to 1/25th of a second. Pop one. All right, here we go. A little brighter windows, that's looking good. We can even take it up another stop, 1/60th. Let's see how that goes. There we go. A little bit brighter now. See, you can see the windows and the shadows are going up, but the highlights and what the light's doing is not changing at all, right? So let's go back to, and you can keep doing this all the way up until you get the whole stop. I was at 1/20th of a second to get that before, but so if we start getting close to 1/20th of a second, then we're gonna have those same problems we were dealing with before. This is one stop or so. No, let's see. This is a little under one stop away from what we were doing at 1/20th of a second. You can see it's a little bit more controlled in all the areas, but I think I like something closer to this. It's a lot more easier to control. Any color casts that are coming in from here, we can also kill them from that right there. Now, say I wanted to kill all the ambient light, as much ambient light as possible, right? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back up to my sync speed. What is it at? Let's see. 2/50th of a second here, right? We're gonna go to preview. And then I'm gonna drop my ISO, right? So now I'm at 320 ISO, 2/50th of a second. Now the problem with this one though is since I dropped my ISO, now my flash power is gonna have to compensate to be the same luminance as it was in the last one. I gotta increase the flash power by a stop since I went down a stop. So I'm gonna just take this up to half power. right? So now the flash is at half power. We dropped ISO by a stop. Let's see what it looks like when it pops out here. There we go. Pretty much the same luminance happening from the flash, except now the shadows and the highlights, or the light from the windows and all that stuff is getting really controlled, right? Let's take it down another stop. Let's go to 1/60th. So now it's gonna be like, this is if you have to pull a view, or if you really wanna get just the entire range. Boom, and just crank that up to full power. I go down a stop, go up a stop in power. The flash luminance shouldn't change. We're just gonna see all the ambient light getting controlled by this. Pop it up, there we go. Look how dark it is now. And it's all flash, that's all flashlight. You can see as it just gets brighter, darker, you can see now, this is when we're controlling the shutter speed, right? We can go from this to this. Didn't touch the flash until we dropped the ISO, then we touched the flash. Drop the ISO, then we touch the flash. So hopefully that makes sense. It's a little quick tidbit about how to control the flash in the interior. Aight.